Hey everybody, good afternoon. Going to do a quick live here. So I just wanted to show you guys a little technique, if you will. So this is going to be our Tuesday, what did I say? Tuesday's tips, tools, or technique segment. And if you guys saw earlier, hi Roxanne, if you guys saw earlier, I don't know if you guys can see this sparkle out here really well. Let me see if I can get it. Can you guys see the sparkle on that? It is beautiful here, Suzanne. Can you guys see that sparkle? Let me know if you can see the sparkle. Anyway, if you can't, if you go watch the little video, you'll see it. But I was going to show you guys how I did this sparkle on this. So I'm sitting outside in front of my porch. My plan was to be out here about 9:30 while it was still nice and cool, but Stephen had me helping him, and that's never pleasant. So anyway, right now it's like 80, and it's pretty warm. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is my Tuesday's tips, tools, and technique segment. So like I said, I'm going to show you how I did this sparkle stuff. So if you're not in the paper crafting world, and maybe some of you guys haven't been part of that, you might not be aware of this. So what I used to do that is something called Shimmer paint spray. And I've talked to you guys before. Most of you know that I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 17 years now. And one item that we had in our catalog that we would sell was this stuff called Shimmer paint. And they had a couple different colors. So this is a frost white. And then it also came in a champagne mist. Now I do know that the frost white is available on Amazon, and I'll post a link to that after a while. The champagne mist I know was sold out, which the champagne mist is my favorite. And it's really easy to make. So I don't know if you can see the sparkle in this. So all you have to do is get you an empty spray bottle. This came from Walmart. You get you a little container of this all-purpose ink, Frost White. I'm not even sure the brand. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's T-S-U-K-I-N-E-K-O. So they sell lots of different ink pads and things like that. So they don't sell just this ink. But anyway, you take this and you shake it up really well. Okay. So you bought them all up. I've been buying beads and everything else, Roxanne. It's crazy. Now this technique does not take much, but I don't have much paint in here, so we'll see if I have enough to fill this. Okay, so I'm just putting in 2, 3, 4, I don't know. I mean, we're talking drops. We're just talking drops here. We're not talking a lot. So I don't know, can you guys see that? There's just a little bit there on the bottom. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take rubbing alcohol and you're going to add it in there. Now, if you want more glitter, more shimmer and shine, you put in more paint, and if you want less, you put in less paint. It's that simple. So I'm going to add, I don't know, about yay much. You can add more or less. It doesn't really matter. There's no big science to it. And then I'm going to put it in my spray bottle here, and we're going to give it a good shake. Because what happens when you don't use this for a while, it just all settles at the bottom. And the alcohol will help mix it all up. If you have like a little metal bead of some kind, you could put it in there, and that kind of helps to mix it. So you just give it a good shake until it's not like all settled on the bottom. So I've got this on a stand. If you see my picture moving, it's the breeze. There's just a nice gentle breeze today. Okay, so then I brought out a piece of wood to kind of show you. And the first one I'm going to spray, I'm going to do the champagne mist. So this is what was on the ornament. Now remember, we just put paint in here. So you either want to do it maybe outside, which is why I'm outside, or in the winter time, I'll do it inside and I'll just spray into a big cardboard box. And I'm just going to, let's see if we can get it in here, lightly mist it here. And what happens is that alcohol evaporates pretty quickly. That's why we use it on paper crafts. It doesn't damage our cardstock, okay? And then let's see if we can get the glitter to show. I don't know. Can you guys see the sparkle at all? It's really bright out here, so I don't know. I can see it in the reflection of my phone like crazy. Okay, so that is the champagne. And if you wanted more sparkle, you just kind of let that dry and then you would spray some more. So now let's give what we just mixed up a try, and this is the Frost White. So again, I'm just kind of giving it a few squirts and let it dry here. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it as well. It's kind of hard to see that one. Can you guys see either one? Okay, so I'm thinking if it was me, I would probably go back and add a little more paint to the Frost White. I can see the shine. I don't know if I can get it to where you guys are seeing it. The champagne is my favorite. It's always been my favorite. But I think if it was me, again, I would add a little bit more of the white in here. And you can always give it a few more squirts. Now, I've actually sprayed it on the hardboard by accident, and I got some glitter on that too, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But I did actually spray an ornament with it. Now, the alcohol doesn't want to dry and evaporate as fast on this because it's not really porous like your wood. So if you sprayed it on wood, cardstock, something like that, it's going to dry really fast. If you try spraying it on your Unisub, and you can, it's not going to dry as quickly, but it is going to leave that sparkle. Okay, now another thing that you can do, now just so you guys know, you can actually go to the craft stores and you can buy shimmer paint. It's already made up. You don't have to mess with mixing it. I just feel like I've tried some of the different brands out there. I just felt like I got a much better shimmer and sparkle when I used this kind here. But another thing that you can do, and I don't know if you guys have ever, again, this is something from the paper crafting world, kind of. They have these little pens, and they're called Wink of Stella. Okay, and again, it's kind of the same thing. It has sparkle in there, and it's got alcohol in there. I don't know if you can see the liquid in the tube here, but that's alcohol. So what I do with it too before I use it, I'll give it a good shake. And this you paint on. So here's, let's see if we can get the sparkle to show. Again, I'm in the sun and my screen's so bright that I can't really see if the sparkle is showing or not. But this is the back of the ornament, and I just took my Wink of Stella pen and you just paint it on. And so if you want more sparkle, you know, you just go over it again. You let it dry and you go over it again. The only thing I don't like about the Wink of Stella is you can kind of see the I don't know what you want to call it, the background mixture. You don't see just the glitter. In the right light, you can see the actual stuff, like almost like a paint, like a clear paint left. Where when I use the shimmer paint and I make my own, you don't see that. All you're seeing is the pure grain of the wood, and then you're seeing the sparkle. But either one of them will give you a nice glittery effect without the glitter, and you don't have to worry about it rubbing off, coming off like glitter does if you let it dry good. So anyway, that's just kind of my quick tip for that. Again, it is this little tube of paint, and I prefer, this is Frost White, I prefer Champagne Mist, and you can get it on Amazon, except for the Champagne Mist is sold out at the moment. Again, I'm just using rubbing alcohol, and I don't know, can you guys see? The Champagne Mist just has a better shine and sparkle to it. But anyway, so it's just a little bit of rubbing alcohol, a little bit of the paint, and you are good to go. Okay. Hi, Nikki. Hey, I really like your hair. Very cute. So anyway, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to get off of here and I got to get to work. I've got to start making some stuff for my shop. So I'll probably be doing some snippet lives over in the other group this afternoon. I've got some things to make for the shop, and so I thought I would show how I make them. If you guys have been sublimating for a while, it's probably all old hat to you, but there's several people in the other group that are new to sublimation, so hopefully the snippet lives help them out. Roxanne says she bought them all up. What did you buy all up, Roxanne? Nikki, this works perfect on your cards. And actually, I meant to tell you that the other night when we were Zooming, and then we got sidetracked on a whole different conversation and I forgot. But yeah, and a jar of this shimmer paint, I mean, it's going to last a long time, because this bottle of spray is going to last you a long time, and it just took, I don't know, 4 or 5 drops. And it takes less of the champagne to get a good sparkle than it does the frost white. And the thing that's great about it is, again, you use rubbing alcohol. I've used 70%. I've used this one's 91%. It doesn't really matter. And the alcohol dries instantly. So if you're doing maybe a white cardstock, you might want to go more with the white frost. It just kind of depends. This is definitely more of a gold looking sparkle, and the white frost is more of the white sparkle, of course. But yeah, so that's what we used it for originally, was our card making. We've done it for years. And I just the other day thought, I'm going to give this a try and see what it would look like on the wood. And it really turned out awesome. It really did. I just don't know if you guys can see it because we're out in the bright light, and I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle really well. And I think once you get it on a tree and you get the twinkling lights going, then it will really bring out the sparkle as well. Okay, so this one, I went back over the board. We'll see if I can get the shimmer to show. I don't know if it's showing for you guys or not. So this right here is the white frost. And then down here is more the gold, the champagne mist. But yes, so originally that's what we used it for, was our card making. Okay guys, I'm gonna get off here. I don't think we have any more questions or anything. And again, I like to kind of keep these short and to the point. If you guys have any questions later or anything like that, just post it on here and I will answer it if I can. Thank you guys for jumping on here, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.